Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Markel Bridges, Chairman of the UCAN Governing Board, and it is my pleasure to virtually welcome you to our annual Appreciation and Appetizers event. On behalf of my fellow Governing Board members, thanks for joining us as we celebrate some amazing honorees for their commitment to the youth and families we serve, as we help our participants find the power of their potential. As the city and country continues to safely recover from the pandemic, and as we get closer to a new normal, it is important for us to gather virtually to again share our gratitude for your important support of UCAN and those we serve. The Appreciation and Appetizer reception allows us to offer appreciation for our most ardent supporters. By way of technology, UCAN's leadership, board members, and donors have gathered again this year to honor those who have made an impact on our work. Tonight, we're proud to give well-deserved recognition to some people who you will meet later tonight. Diversity and Inclusion Ambassador of the Year, Employer of the Year, Foster Parent of the Year, and Volunteer of the Year. Let me thank each of our honorees in advance. While we're not together under one roof, I encourage you to create new and tried and true ways to network in the spirit of fellowship, stewardship, and mentorship. Please enjoy the evening, and we hope you are impressed with what you see and hear about UCAN. Thank you again for being here. Please get vaccinated, wear a mask, wash your hands, and stay safe.
Good evening. I'm Tom Vandenberg, Interim CEO and President of UCAN. I know many of you because I've been connected with UCAN, formerly as its CEO, for nearly 30 years. Tonight is a special night because what we do is we honor those people who are very special to UCAN, who help make it happen. Our governing board, our volunteers, our superstars who've done terrific work over the year. I know we can't be together in person, but it's great seeing you virtually. Enjoy the evening. Thank you very much for coming.
Hello, I'm Fred Long, the Vice President of Development at UCAN. I want to welcome you all for joining us for our Appreciation and Appetizers event. This is a time for us to really recognize the families, the youth, our staff, and what they've accomplished during this challenging year of 2020. I want to talk a little bit about our annual report. This year, we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be producing an annual report in a video format so that people can listen, hear, and see some of the accomplishments that UCAN has had in the year of 2020. So now we're going to give you just a little teaser of what UCAN has to offer for youth, families, and communities.
3, 2, 1, go!
Resiliency means having strength. You may be tired, you may be frustrated, but still moving forward.
Being able to pivot, really being able to sort of know what your purpose is.
I want to be that positive person that you can come to.
I am a firm believer of faith and hope. I see that resilience in our staff, in our youth, and it makes you work even harder.
We have people's lives that count on us daily to be an impact, be a beacon of light.
I see resilience in our team. I see resilience in our youth and young adults and the families that we serve. 3, 2, 1, go!
Resiliency is just faith that everything's gonna be okay.
Good evening. My name is Michael Ann Wally, and I am one of the Associate Vice Presidents of the Foster Care Program. And tonight, I have the wonderful opportunity to introduce a young man that has been part of UCAN since he was 16 years old. He was part of Project Visible Man. He also was part of many other programs that advocated on behalf of youth who needed services. I am so excited about who he has become as a professional at UCAN, as well as personally as a dad, as a son, and as an employee. Why do I know so much about this wonderful person? He's my son. So help me introduce Chase Salif Sutton Larkin, my firstborn.
Chase Larkin, Youth Development Coach at UCAN. UCAN has meant a lot to me. UCAN has been a fertile ground for my growth by providing me opportunities to meet other professional men who look like me, who've been through the same things that I've been through, have come from where I came from, and were able to stay true to themselves and also push forward and break boundaries and borders. UCAN has also allowed me to continue to grow as a young man through programming, being a part of Project Visible Man, and then being able to facilitate that program has been a great opportunity to not only grow as an individual, but to also lead by example with the young men who are part of our programs and show them that it is possible and that you can follow your dreams and do all of the things that you want to do, and also cultivate other young leaders to follow their dreams and be successful as well.
It's my pleasure to introduce Foster Parent of the Year, Teresa Dunbar. She was chosen because of her undying love and devotion to the girls that she's had in her care for the last 7 years. This last year has been trying. One of the youth in her home has been stepped up to specialized foster care, which has entailed more doctor's appointments, more medication, more working with several service providers to make sure that the young lady's medical, educational, and just overall welfare is being taken care of. Again, it's my pleasure to introduce Teresa Dunbar, Foster Parent of the Year.
To be considered for this award is an honor and privilege, and I am thankful for my role as a foster parent to be acknowledged once again. These past few years have consisted of lots of growth, love, and adjustment. I am grateful to be in this position as a foster parent, to be there for my foster children. During this pandemic, we was home together. We bonded, grew more together as a family. Even after spending years with one another, there's constant room to learn and love each other more. I humbly accept this award and thank you. And I look forward working with this agency for more years to come.
Hi everybody, my name is Andrea Lee. I am the Manager of External Affairs here at UCAN. I am thrilled to introduce you all to Jane Charney as our Volunteer of the Year. She has been such a strong supporter of UCAN over the past year and over the past many years, but during the pandemic, she really came through with her family, volunteering out in the community, and with every connection or resource that she had, she introduced UCAN to them, and we've just been so grateful for her partnership, especially this past year, but over the past many years.
Hello, fellow UCAN fans. I'm honored to be named Volunteer of the Year and so happy to support UCAN. I first learned about UCAN about 3 years ago while working to build relationships between Chicago's Jewish community and the folks in North Lawndale. Since then, my organization, Jewish United Fund, and UCAN have co-hosted many educational opportunities, created volunteer projects, and celebrated the accomplishments of advocates building a healthy Chicago for all. I believe in the Jewish concept of tikkun olam, the idea that the world is broken but can be repaired. By understanding systems, changing them for the better, and creating opportunities for people to thrive, we're repairing the world one person and one moment at a time. That's exactly the mission to which UCAN is dedicated. A Jewish sage named Rabbi Tarfon taught that each of us is not obligated to complete the work, but neither may we desist from it. I believe that's the essential quality that draws me to UCAN, the understanding that change takes time, but it's not possible if we don't at least begin the work. I'm very happy to celebrate with you and look forward to continued opportunities to learn and to grow with UCAN. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Iris Calloway, the Associate Vice President of Workforce Development here at UCAN. I am so excited to announce this year's Employer of the Year recipient, UPS. UPS has been an employer partner with UCAN for well over 4 years. Through our partnership, UCAN has placed over 75 job seekers into an employment. We are so excited, so please help me and join in congratulating UPS as Employer of the Year.
Good morning, my name is Denise Horton. I've been employed with UPS for 25 years as a supervisor in the Metro Chicago area in Harvey, Illinois. I have been enriched with the opportunity to be one of the many employees to be honored on this day. I would like to say thank you for allowing me to shine in my present position as well as the spokeswoman in regards to our community outreach efforts. We love to give back to the community by being involved in several charities. In this video, it shows us doing a food giveaway at Melanie Fitness Center in Dalton, Illinois for the Dalton residents. We also were a part of a food drive within our local center, collecting perishable items to be donated for a homeless shelter. We also gave winter items to a shelter in South Holland, Illinois. And as our motto says, what can Browns do for you?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Apps and Apps. My name is Claude Robinson, Executive Vice President of External Affairs and Diversity at UCAN. I'm so delighted to introduce to you Mr. Troy McIntosh and Mrs. Deirdre Drake, who will be our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Ambassadors of the Year. They've done a fantastic job helping UCAN continue to be best in class as it relates to DEI in the nonprofit sector. Without their continued support, their energy, and their enthusiasm for UCAN, we would not be where we are today. Again, congratulations, Troy and Deirdre.
I'm Troy McIntosh, and I serve as the Head of Diversity and Inclusion at U.S. Cellular. And along with our Chief People Officer, Deirdre Drake, I'd like to thank you for honoring us as the Diversity and Inclusion Ambassador of the Year. I'd also like to recognize our co-honorees, UPS, Teresa Dunbar, and Jane Charney and the Jewish United Fund. Not only is U.S. Cellular aligned and supportive of the work of UCAN, but the mission and the work of UCAN is work that I personally align with. And for that reason, this recognition is particularly rewarding, and I want to sincerely thank you.
Hello, I'm Deirdre Drake, Executive Vice President and Chief People Officer at U.S. Cellular. I'd like to say thank you, along with Troy McIntosh, who's the Head of Diversity at U.S. Cellular, for acknowledging us as the D&I Ambassador of the Year. We'd like to also congratulate the other honorees, UPS, Teresa Dunbar, Jane Charney and the Jewish United Fund, and others who join us in being ardent supporters of UCAN and the work that they do. We've had a long-standing partnership with UCAN, and so it delights us to know that this is one way that we can partner and enjoy the recognition that UCAN has bestowed upon us. And again, I say thank you.
All right, everybody, this brings our event to an end. Thank you for joining us for our Appreciation and Appetizers virtual event. But then also thanks to all of the awardees for the commitment that they've made to our organization, to the youth we serve, and the communities that we're in. So we want to make sure that everybody continue to stay safe, stay healthy, and we're all working to get through this pandemic together and collectively. Lastly, if there was something that interested you in the commentary and the words that you've heard from our volunteers, our youth and staff, and you would like to get involved even more, please visit www.ucanchicago.org. Thank you again. Have a blessed evening.